y el anterior gobierno, un gobierno, por cierto, con el PSOE, que Zapatero dijo. Well, there were different feelings on the same day. We had a great feeling of achievement because we were celebrating the referendum of self-determination to vote about the independence. So that is in itself a huge victory. Then obviously there was this shocking scenarios, this shocking feeling when you see the police, the Spanish police, hitting innocent, peaceful people that they were just there queuing to vote. That was a disgrace for anybody that we consider ourselves Democrats, and it was an outrageous standing from the Spanish police. But at the end of the day, again, there was this feeling of victory because we won. So not only the Spanish state failed because they said we were not going to do a referendum, but also they failed preventing the independence because we won, and then in next days we're going to declare the independence. Well, I was in many different polling stations because we had 100 international visitors, and I was moving around. So I was not in any of the schools where the police were hitting and spraying and shooting rubber bullets. I was not there, but ICEC had people and observers in the schools where that was happening. What I did experience was the fear of all the schools, because the vans of the police were going around all the schools. So even if they didn't come to hit you, they were going around so people could see them. So it was all the time like, oh, let's close the schools, let's go outside, let's do human walls to prevent the police to rob the ballot boxes, because actually they were like thieves. The Spanish police were terrorists. They were hooded like terrorists, and they were coming in robbing our ballot slips, the ballot boxes. So, but even though it was scary, because nobody likes to be hit, there was this great feeling of courage and unity. And everybody, all people, young people, middle-aged women, men, we were all standing in front of the school protecting democracy, really. I mean, we were protecting the ballot boxes, but we all knew we were shoulder to shoulder that we were protecting democracy. And that was a great feeling of collective aim. I get my hair just of remembering. Well, yes, I mean, here there's two things. First one, obviously, every day are coming more and more interest from the international commission, international community, and actually from some of the human rights organizations that they are coming to investigate and to see what happened, because obviously it cannot be tolerated and it cannot be justified, and Democrats should stand up. We cannot be in silence, because that would be like an accomplice of fascism, right? And another thing is that the European Union actually at the moment has many debates over the table, and I sincerely believe that the only way forward for the European Union is if they stick to the fundamental values of democracy, and therefore if they defend justice, freedom and peace. If they justify violence, the state violence is defended by the European Union, the problem is that many millions, not only Catalans, of Europeans, we will not feel reflected or represented by this European Union. So there are going to be even bigger problems. So really, once a nation has casted their vote in a referendum, it has to be respected, and the rights has to be defended, because if not, it's chaos and it's instability. So the best way is to defend the independence of Catalonia. Well, on Monday, the president of the government is going to pass on to the parliament the results, and therefore to declare independence. We still don't know the shape or how that glorious moment is going to happen, but obviously it's very exciting, and it's just a fair moment for all these decades, all these 3 centuries on which Catalans, we have been suffering so many griefs. And just Sunday, I think international community saw what we are always threatened about, and we have been suffering in silence. And on Sunday, it was like this big rock over our shoulder. Now it's shared by many millions of Europeans around the world, and that is a good thing. But of course, the Republic, the Catalan Republic, independent, is going to be declared, and we're just going to start working on that as an independent state. Yes, but the reality is that you cannot fix, or you cannot decide upon your actions thinking on what a fascist state is going to do after, because then you will never move. We know we are people, we know our rights, and we're determined to use them, to exercise them. If there's somebody with a problem with the understanding of democracy, is their problem. Even if they come and hit us, it's still their problem, because we are going to defend our position, which is a democratic, peaceful position. We can't be scared by what the Spanish state may do. First of all, in order to arrest the president of a legal democratic country like Catalonia, first they have to be able to arrest him. It's more than 2 million people that we voted, and that's a lot of people to come across to get to the one person. People are going to be there, and we're going to be defending our president. But if they do manage to break in the Catalan government and arrest our president, then, well, obviously, the international community, it will be a must for everybody to position. But in our case, that will not mean the end of the Catalan Republic, because we, as I said, are many Catalans ready to be the next president. I mean, there's a lot of people prepared in Catalonia, in the political parties, which they can be president. So it's not like it's not like we don't have enough humans to be president. So, and if they detain 10, there's 10 more people getting in government. If they arrest 100, it's going to be 100 people replacing them. We are not stepping back. Oh, well, I think that this is a question of opportunity. Catalans, we had a great opportunity with the popular referendums. We knew how to use it, and we have been able to transform a social majority in a political majority. I think that it's very important, but I know that South Tirolians know that, that what is the starting point is to have the knowledge and be aware that you are a people, and not only that you are a people, but that you are a sovereign people. That means that sovereignty is in the hands of the people, and to just not be afraid to use it. But I know South Tirolians are not afraid to use it. Well, at least all the ones, the good ones I know. I just wish for South Tyroleans to be able to transform this social majority in a political majority. And there's a lot that Catalans also we have learned from South Tyrolean. That's a collective learning we have.